Great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's not going to get me. Go, go.
Mike's both.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Going to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the ready. General West.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Hey, Haywood.
At the 41-yard line.
44th Mike. Check.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Marr now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Small. Shoot.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down. 10-2, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 5. 44, Mike, 44. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. Now a give, right side, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Record. Hey, watch it. Kill. Go. We're going to 53.
Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get ready.
On third and 1, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to first and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
First down, Patriots.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Whip.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
Go right in. 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill. Shit. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Alert 3. Go to 54. Right in.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Mike 51. Hey, kill. 27.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
47. We're going to 54. Right in. 59 Mike. Check. 59. There we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Maher able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, Foxtrot. Yeah.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, 44. You better be afraid of me. You better be. Go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Fine.
To throw again. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mike, check, 59. We're going to 53. Say. Do. There we go, kill. 1-3. Put it 2, check, cover. Put it 2, check, cover. Then we're going to 53. Here we go.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Switch. Check 99. We're going to 54. 120.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go. Go right in. That's right, baby. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 52. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Then we're going to 52. Watch the twist.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were Hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10.
Yep. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brings up 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
44's Mike. Check. Watch your slap.
From the gun, Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hey, high 7.
44. Mike, 44. It's our field.
Speed grip.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Vincent Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Patriots 27. Packers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Open man is lost, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run with Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 bucks.
We're going to 54. 1-8. Then we're going to 53. Here we go. 46. Just checking 26.
They run with Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 59, Mike.
From the 45 on second down. Prescott, man open, it's Goodwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're going to 54. Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9. Let's go.
Throwing. Prescott. Dorsett's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
We're going to 53. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We're going 47. Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 37, Packers 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. From the gun, Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Alpha.
44's the Mike.
Be trip.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Guy. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That's it, baby.
Back at the 24-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're going to 54.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to get a score back. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's get the ball.
Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here we go. 49.
Lights 59.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. 46.
50. Check 50.
Hunt. 64. Check.
Wait.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide. 26.
On first down, Hilliard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Coming to you. Coming to you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Back. 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You think you gonna get this?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Wide in.
Check, 59. Here we go, D.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, deal with the hands. Guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been